What's up, guys? I am Drew with Comics Lead here with
Kayla, not Kyle.
back again for the top 10. She survived the experience of the Skip It's and Mez.
I did. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm living and breathing.
Yeah. So now, if you guys didn't watch the Skip It's and Mez, what do you do with Comics Elite?
I am a seller on Whatnot. We live stream.
On the Comics Elite Whatnot
On
channel.
the Comics Elite Whatnot channel, yes.
And we just crossed over 10,000 subs.
Yes, 10K. We're almost to 11K, you guys. Woo, woo, woo.
Which is nuts. I think that makes us one of the biggest comic book sellers on Whatnot, right?
I mean, I'd say so.
Yep. So there you go, guys. To be sure to put a face to the name, there's Kayla. We'll put a link in the description for the Whatnot channel so you guys can tune in and check out the sales. And before we start with the top 10 of the week, I do want to shamelessly plug Legends Publishing. This is available this week in stores. It's a preview book. It's got the Glopple. It's got Bone Chick, Source Songs, Colonel Confessions, and my personal favorite, Guns and Angels, which I was there from the ground up when it started promoting the ideas and everything. I was part of that team, but I had to leave for reasons. But yeah, it is great stuff in here, guys. Do please check out Legends Publishing. There's some fun stuff coming out from them. All right, top 10 of the week. I've got some honorable mentions.
Yes.
How many honorable mentions do you have?
So I have 3 that we have not talked about in the last one, and then I have 4 that I'll fly through real quick that we did mention earlier.
Okay.
So I'll go through them real quick.
Okay.
That was Broken Souls Ballad.
Okay.
We kind of mentioned this in the other show. It was just pretty. It was kind of run of the mill. There we go.
Yeah.
Kids overthrow the government with superpowers. You know, pretty
original.
Yeah, original. It was all right. It was fine. I didn't mind it. Up next, we've got Murder World. This is
You were much more forgiving on this than I was.
Yeah, it was very. I didn't really care about the kid. What was his name? Arcade.
The assassin.
The assassin.
Yeah, the rich guy who was given $100 million. That was Arcade.
Okay, gotcha.
This guy, I just call him purple hair guy.
Yeah, this kid didn't care. The ending though. Was really what saved it for me. Spoiler alert, if you want to read it, this kid gets blatted in the head. And that's what made it good for me. Interesting story. Basically Squid Games though, so take it or leave it, I guess. Up next, I've got Batman, Last Night Standing. I thought it was interesting. There's Robot Batman, regular Batman.
So I call him Gear Man because his logo is a gear. Yeah. And it's like, why is he calling himself Batman? I don't, but it is what it is.
I'm interested to see where this story goes, especially with Alfred.
That is it. This is the last we're going to see of this character. We're never going to see him again. We're moving on. That is it.
We're moving on.
Yep. Yeah. That's how. Yeah. We're never going to see him again. So.
And then finally, before we get to the other 3, Nightwing. I really thought it was a boring issue, but I thought it was cute. I think I would like other issues of this, just not particularly this one.
Okay.
So yeah, not bad.
Fair. All right.
Alrighty.
So here we go. The remaining honorable mentions, the top 10 of the week. My first honorable mention I got is Titans United Blood Pack number 5 of 6. Number 3 of 6. I'm sorry, 3 of 6.
Mine was Deceased War of the Undead Gods.
Mine get bumped out. Okay, no, mine's in my top 10. So I'm glad you. So what did you honorable mention?
It was good. I was expecting it to be better.
Now I will say this. If you had read the previous issue, you would have been like, holy crap.
Yeah, I think, definitely if you were just jumping into this is not the issue to jump into. I am missing a lot too. I think there's a lot that led up to it that I think would have made me enjoy this issue a lot more. That isn't to say that it is a bad issue. It was just more of not understanding. Okay. But visually it looked great. I definitely am intrigued to read the series. And there's a series before this that is just Deceased.
Well, there've been a few. There've been a lot. There was Deceased. There was Deceased 2, I think, more Deceased. Then there was Deceased the Unkillables, I think. And now there's a lot.
There's a lot, yeah. A lot to jump into. Yeah, it was not bad.
All right, and I got Titans United Blood Pack number 3. So our heroes, they're regrouping. Some memories are easier to restore than others, but hey, wouldn't you know it? For Starfire. I had a joke here. I'm not going to say it, but like
you could say it.
I guess for Starfire, all it took was Dick.
Honestly, it did.
Yeah. Yeah, literally, it took Dick, and it memories came back. Go figure.
Yeah.
But it's I had to. It's funny because she and Dick go back. Nightwing go back a long way.
Yeah.
The artist, I love the art in this. The story is just fun. So yeah, I dig this, and the rest of DC needs to go back to this type of storytelling, in my opinion. But if you've been reading this and you know the history, the lore,
you'll probably enjoy it more than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. Okay. Next honorable mention I've got is DC versus Vampires All Out War, number 5 to 6.
Okay. I've got Death Dealer.
Okay. All right. That's my top 10. All right. Now, honorable mention. So.
Yeah, it was an interesting story. I really liked he's like in this room of like ice, and it's showing him like things that he like wants, like this perfect life. Jumping into this, I didn't really know what was going on before that, but I knew that I would really like the series, and I definitely was intrigued by it and would like to read more. So, yeah, it was
very
a
nice.
Good one, yeah.
Very nice. And I have got DC versus Vampires All Out War number 5. I've loved this series. I love the whole DC versus Vampires storyline. So the heroes make their last ditch effort, to save humanity, but does it go the way they want? I don't know. What about Mary Marvel? Yeah, remember, she was bidden as Mary before she was transformed back to Mary Marvel. Maybe that's good or bad. I don't know. What will they find in the Flash Museum? So many questions in this issue. So many questions.
Yeah.
I had fun with this issue. It's not the best one, but it's all right. It got steadily bumped out. As Sean would say, had much more gooder stuff.
Much for gooder stuff.
As Sean, he eloquently puts it. So,
love it.
Yeah, it's good, in my opinion.
Nice.
All right, last honorable mention of the week. I have got this one I didn't give you because it's more they're reprints from the 90s. So I've got Ghost Rider Danny Cash number 1.
Oh, okay. I've got World's Finest.
Oh, an honorable didn't even make your top 10.
No, it did not. It did not.
Okay. And as Kyle would say, explain yourself. Why so low?
Mostly because again, I'm jumping just into this without reading the other issues, but I really like what they're doing with Joker. I love Dan Mora. I think Dan Mora is an amazing artist. So I really just love the covers. It just, there's just other better stuff that I liked.
Okay, and like you said, if you had read some of the previous issues and you knew what was going on with this kid's sidekick, you'd probably be like, okay.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, it was good.
All right. I got Ghost Rider Danny Cash number 1. So this reprints the first 3 issues of the Ghost Rider series from 1990 by Howard Mackey and Mark Teixeira. Yeah, you guys must read this. It's incredible. These issues are not getting cheaper at all, and the collected editions are harder to find as well and are not cheap. So please do pick this up. If you're a real Ghost Rider fan, not a fan of the Ghost Driver, if you're a fan of Ghost Rider, yes, please do yourself a favor and get this. This is some fun, kick-ass storytelling with Ghost Rider. Yeah, Mark Teixeira on Ghost Rider. Come on. All right, top 10. Here we go. Creme de la creme of the week. Number 10, I've got Deceased, Where the Undead Gods, number 4.
I've got
Hey!
DC All Out War.
How about that? Yeah, so right there, we're trying kind of toward the periphery, just getting ready to break through. So why don't you go talk about?
First of all, I love what they did on the inside with it being like black, white, and red. I think that's really pretty. I don't really see that a lot in comics. Really, I think it's a really riveting story too. This has always been an issue that or series that I've been wanting to read. So I'm really glad this really wasn't a bad issue to jump into too. Yeah,
and so this is the side story, and the main story, DC versus Vampires. I think you really dig. It is awesome, but that's in color. I think this one. So I got Deceased number 4. Where are my notes? Like I said, we have so many comics, different notes.
So many. Trying to remember everything.
So the previous issue was so action packed and kick ass. There's no Lobo in this issue. I love Lobo. Lobo is one of my favorite characters. He's not in this, so the pacing, the ass kicking, it goes downhill. So the Guardians and our heroes are having a nice long talk about the anti-life equation and what to do with the worlds. And let's just say there's a little disagreement on what they should do. At the end, we see whom the puppet master is, as well as who may be even up to bigger shenanigans. This is the whole event. It's good. It's not great. It's good. It's still recommend if you've been reading the series. So yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. All right. Number 9 of the week, Nueva, I believe. Number 9, I got She Bites, number 2.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna say that one.
Okay, no. Like I said, this is our order for going to 1. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I have Demon Wards, Shields of Justice. I know you hate Peach Momoko.
Exactly. So that's why I gave this to you, because I know a lot of people love Peach Momoko and they love the story. So
yeah, beautiful art. First of all, I really, really do truly love her art. And it was a good story. I think if I would have read the first series, I think I would have liked it a lot more. It wasn't as good as some of the other books, but definitely something that I will continue on reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's just a gal, and she gets into a little trouble, a little spirit magical trouble.
Fun. I got She Bites, number 2. So I swear issue 1 came out several months ago, and wouldn't you know it, I was right. Issue 1 came out back in July.
Oh wow. Okay.
July this year, and this is issue 2. It's November.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to go back and remember. But thankfully, I enjoyed issue 1 so much, I didn't really have to recall that much because I already remembered the plot beats because, like I said, I enjoyed issue 1 a lot.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed issue 2 a lot too. This was a lot of fun. This did not disappoint. This is hysterical, vulgar, violent, and hysterical, but I didn't already say hysterical. I had a lot of fun reading this. I don't want to spoil what happens. I can't.
Yeah.
There is so much fun about this. What is fun about this, one of the elements, is how you have this effectively ageless, underage vampire girl, more or less helping this teenage girl. She's teenage,
She's
18?
college
She's got
age.
college,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
college age girl, more or less gain confidence in herself.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy that aspect in this.
Yeah.
I love that aspect. I love that little. That's one of the stories going on here. It is so much fun, and it is a recommend for me.
Yeah, I love it. We'll get to it.
Okay, so there we go. It's good to know. It's good to know you enjoyed this as well. So, all right, number 8. We're on to the number 8. I've got Shirtless Bear Fighter number 2, number 4.
I've got Immortal Red Sonja.
Okay, so I had that as a mess. So this
Yeah.
was your top 10, not just top 10. This was your number 8.
Number 8. I went into this expecting to hate this. I will say it is a little bit of an overdone story. I think a lot of people do a lot of King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table.
Oh, yes.
But you know what? I think it was a good jumping off point. I really like the Green Knight makes an appearance in this, which I think is a really interesting story. And I'm actually really intrigued. I would definitely want to go back and read the first couple issues of this to really get the full story.
Very fun. Yeah. Nice. I got Shirtless Bear Fighter 2, number 4. Sweet Jesus, this comic in this series. If you just want a solid laugh with some seriously funny, lowbrow puns involving bears, this is it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I flipping love this series. Does not disappoint. It is just straight up fun. It's great to have this back. The first series came out, I think, literally 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and this is series 2, and they have not missed a beat. It is just hysterical, and I want this as an animated series.
I think that would be good.
Yes,
an animated series.
Yeah, it's like I could just see. You ever watch Adventure Brothers?
Yeah.
You know Brock Sampson?
Yeah.
That's
okay.
Patrick Warburton. Him. I see him as the voice
I see that
for the Shirtless Bear Fighter.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one, you guys. I highly recommend that.
Okay,
one.
so there we go. All right. All right, we're on to number 7 of the week. Yeah, 3, 7.
Yes.
Number 7. I got Prodigy, the Icarus Society 5.
I have Shirtless Bear Fighter.
Hey, how about
Number
that?
7.
There we go. Go figure. Like I said, we have no clue who's got what. So
Yeah.
why don't you finish my thoughts on Shirtless Bear Fighter?
Yeah, it was just really funny. I knew I had heard that it was comical. I didn't realize how out of pocket it can be. There's just great imagery of him literally being shirtless
Yes.
and fighting bears. And they have little blur boxes too.
Where his penis, yeah.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised by this too.
You would have enjoyed the first couple issues where he's walking around naked, and they literally put in the sound effect of his dick. It's like it says smack, smack, smack.
Smack, smack. That's so funny. There's a point too. It looks like that blur box is so long.
Yes.
It's dragging on the ground.
Oh, no, that's my cosplay for the next convention. Shirtless Bear Fighters. There we go.
Could you imagine?
No. Okay, I got Prodigy, Icarus Society, number 5. Yeah, so this issue wraps up the second volume, and it's a double-sized issue of shenanigans and craziness. Art is flipping solid, and the story is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Strong recommend. if I talk about this, it's going to spoil the whole thing. I don't want to spoil this. This series has been a lot of fun. Mark Miller's doing some great stuff. I can't wait for Nemesis 2 to come out. Yeah, you guys got to finish up Prodigy, Icarus Society 5 right there. All right. Number 6 of the week. I got Stargirl, The Lost Children, number 1 of 6.
I've got Junkyard Joe.
Hey, okay. All right. Jeff Field.
Yeah.
Why don't you, you didn't get a chance to read issue number 1?
No, I
Okay.
want to, though.
Okay, so we should have plenty of copies of Junkyard Joe number 1.
Yes.
So number 1 is when the cartoonist and Junkyard Joe meet in the Vietnam War.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was really great. I wasn't expecting to like this one either, and I was reading it, and there's just really, first of all, it's drawn really, really well.
Jerry Frank. Yep.
There's a great image scene where Junkyard Joe kind of shows up to his house, and he's just standing there in the snow, and you almost are like, who is this guy? It's kind of terrifying but also exciting. And then these other robots show up and things start to get heated up. It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah.
There we go. Cool. So I got another book here written by the same guy, Jeff Johns.
Oh,
He wrote this. Yeah, creator of Stargirl. However, this was not in your top 10.
no, I hated this one. I hated it.
So I got Stargirl, The Lost Children, number 1. First up, Todd Nauk on the art. I enjoyed the art and the interior art in this. It's fantastic. So in this story, it's pretty much Stargirl and Red Arrow investigating Dynamite and the other lost children, the sidekicks, after World War II. So we also follow Dynamite, a former sidekick, who's become an old man at this point, who's on the hunt for these 13 people and others and he may have discovered something that was more than he bargained for by the end of this, but we'll see. It's good. It's more of a mystery and possibly a horror story, because it really,
I could see how it would start to take that turn.
yeah, because toward the end it's like, what is going on here? It's not really, it doesn't really feel like a true, it does in the beginning it does feel like a superhero story in the beginning of it, but it really evolves into something more of something terrifying. I don't want to say terrifying, but something creepy and sinister, something bubbling underneath the surface with this.
I would give it another chance and read the next issue. I do like her sidekick,
Red Arrow.
Red Arrow, yeah, I do like Red Arrow, and if it does kind of take that turn, I would definitely be more interested into reading that.
Yeah, because that last page when Dynamite, there's a mysterious voice talking to him. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it did. Yeah, that did kind of intrigue me a little bit.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in the next issue. All right, number 5, that meaty halfway point.
Ooh, top 5.
It's not falling behind. It's not showing off.
Nope.
I got Flash 788.
Oh, I got Door to Door.
Okay. All right. So clearly I was more forgiving on this and you were more forgiving on that.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you talk about why this is right there at number 5 and not 6, 7, or 8, 9, or 10?
It would have been higher if I had more exposition to the characters. However, I love the absolute turn that it took at the end. Things really get crazy. I think this was actually the first book that I read of any of the books that Drew gave me. And I think it was really easy to hop into, really easy, quick to the point. So if you're not an avid comic reader, I think this is a great one to start with. And yeah, it just gets really crazy. I love when things turn like that.
Literally, in a page, it's like, whoa, what the hell just happened here?
Yeah. Just wasn't expecting it. I love surprises.
Yep, there you go. It's nice to get surprises when you're reading the comics. Like, holy crap, did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Flash 788. The art in this by Fernando Pizarro is fantastic. I love the interior art in this. The opening of this book, that's one way to get my attention. That's all I got to say. You got it. And it's great seeing the real Dr. Midnight back again. Because you don't know this. I love the JSA. I love the old World War II heroes.
Okay.
And it's great seeing some of these guys and the guys like Dr. Midnight back. I love seeing, he's one of my favorites.
Okay.
And the moments between Linda and Wally, in my opinion, are fantastic. And the stuff with the rogues is terrific because the thing about the rogues is that, they're bad guys. And it's an interesting relationship Flash has with the rogues because they're bad guys and always trying to keep up with them, but they're always working on schemes and scams behind the scenes, trying to stay out of sight of Wally. And now I love it. Yeah, the big reveals with the mayor, his rise to power. I love that as well. This title is back to form, in my opinion, because for last few issues, it kind of veered off. But I love where it's heading to now. And yeah, in my opinion, it's a strong recommend because I enjoyed the series. I enjoyed the art. I love Wally. Wally's my guy. And yeah,
check out our 10 worst to hear my opinion on that.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there we go. Case in point. Yeah, love it. So it makes this show great. So, all right, number 4 of the week. I've got Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer, number 7.
Oh, I've got Catwoman.
Okay. Now, explain to me, besides the Jim Ballant cover, why this is fantastic.
So what really hooked me is I am a sucker for a good love triangle. You know what? You would have asked me like 5 years ago, I wouldn't have cared. But I want to see more between her and Batman. Yes, I do. So that's really what struck me in. But I thought it was an easy read. It really hooked me in, even though this is issue number 49.
Yeah.
I still had an idea of what was going on and could tell, something is starting to brew up definitely in the next comic. So yeah, I thought it was good.
Okay, yeah, and like you said, I do like a good love triangle as well. I love that drama, know. But so just the other guy, it's like you have Batman and you have this guy.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Sure,
she's gonna take what she can get.
No, she
really, girl.
She doesn't. She's Catwoman. She could have her pick of the litter. No pun intended.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's what makes these conversations fun. Okay, Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer, number 7. First off, the cover. Wow, chef kiss. This is
a good cover.
Yeah, Frank Frazetta, R.I.P.D. This is that is Death Dealer right there. The story, I love the opening. You see the young Kerr earning his right with his people, his rite of passage, and then the writer makes
very cool. Opening.
Yes, and the writer after that he makes a decision that I didn't see coming, but I agree with, and I like. I'm sure that's what they would have done back in the time. It's like, okay,
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Like, it's out of nowhere. It's like,
all right,
okay, sure, why not? In this story, that fits. Yeah, I won't spoil it, but maybe a tad shocking in today's climate. But in Kerr, he goes through hell literally to save this kid that's been lost. But he encounters all different types of hells and different realities he will never have as well. And there's great stuff here. Strong recommend for Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer, number 7. Yep. All right, we're on to our top. Number 3, I got Junkyard Joe.
Oh,
number 2.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
I've got Gunslinger Spawn.
Woo! All right. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
I love seeing that. All right, so explain to me, Gunslinger Spawn.
He's a badass gunslinging cowboy is what he is. I
reckon.
Love it. I do love Westerns, so I'm a little partial to it because of that. But this is also my first Spawn thing I've ever read.
Wait,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I just knew I'd like it though. I just knew.
Well, which is great because what makes this issue special is that you see the origin of the gunslinger in this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't spoil it, but at the end there's just really great image, and I loved it. I was hooked.
Yes.
I was like, that's so good.
Yeah.
He just has a vendetta. He's got a list.
Yes, he does.
Mowed him down.
Yeah. And what's great, that last when I was talking to Kyle before he left, he said I love that last page. He loved it. Yes.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yes. So I got Junkyard Joe number 2. So issue 1 was during Vietnam. Issue 2, we flash forward to today. In the very back, you get the timeline. You see where everything, because this is in the Geiger universe, which takes place in the future. So this is today, 2022, we're led to believe. We get the survivor of the platoon, and from the first issue, who has now become a professional cartoonist, like Charles Schultz. He's getting ready to retire, and apparently he's been living like an old curmudgeon hermit, not wanting to talk to anyone anymore. But we do find out why. And our cartoonist, he gets some new neighbors, and one of the children is a little suspicious.
A little sus.
Yeah, about what happens at the cartoonist's house. And one night when Junkyard Joe shows up. And this issue was really good, very well paced, very heartfelt in moments, and is setting up a lot of interesting characters and elements for the upcoming issues. I cannot compliment this enough. And Gary Frank, his art in this is terrific.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, cannot recommend Junkyard Joe enough. And I personally think this is better than the Geiger series. You guys got to be reading this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so there we go. That's number 3. It's only getting better. On to number 2 of the week. Number 2, I've got, Gunslinger Spawn, number 14.
You're going to hate this one.
I do not hate that.
Okay.
Because, like I said, I understand why people would love it. So let me finish my thoughts. Gunslinger Spawn.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got Todd McFarlane, Brett Booth, romance explosion. That's all I got to say. Todd McFarlane writing it, Brett Booth on the art. Absolutely. 14 issues of practical perfection from the. This is, in my opinion, this is the best ongoing series at Image Comics right now.
I can agree with that.
14 issues, same creators, artist and writer has not changed up at all. You don't get that anymore ever.
Okay.
So I got that. That gives them props, mad props. Yeah, and what Brett Booth is doing here, it's just crazy because Brett does all the art in this, and when we get the flashback, he draws it in a different art style.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then we transition to the current day. And it's like that's the traditional badass Brett Booth we get. It's cool. He's able to do that.
Yeah.
And we get the origin of the gunslinger, how he became the gunslinger. Things take a dark twist with an animal as well as a priest. I don't want to spoil it. What happens? You guys have to be reading this. Like I said, it is the best ongoing series at Image right now. Do it. Gunslinger Spawn 14.
I thought I was reading the first issue when I read this.
That's great. That is terrific. I love
Really
hearing
great
that.
one.
Yeah. So there you go.
So I have Fuck Fairyland. So I will start this off by saying I do not like Scotty Young's art. However, I just think it's very cheesy and childish. But I was so surprised because I love this. I love the art in this. I love the writing in this. I was so surprised. I want to read the first series. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she got out of Fairyland and now she's living her adult life, and I can relate. There's a lot of great imagery where she's just lying in the trash and just looks awful, and sometimes I relate to that.
Hey, when you're doing service work in a restaurant, I've been there many years, and what she's got to do, put the hat on. It's like, oh, yep.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
It's really fun, great imagery. And yeah, I'm really excited to read more of it. So
yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll be there for issue 2 as well. I love Scotty's writing. But like you said, his art, I do not like his art at all. But yeah, I'll gladly check out issue 2, see where it goes. Yeah, I did like the opening of this. It's like story time with the dad and the kid and the creature. I'm like, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and then I could feel it like starting to like change. I was like, something's gonna switch there.
Yep.
But yeah.
Oh, it does. Yeah. All right, we are on to our number. Number 1 of the week, I've got Batman Superman World's Finest.
Wow.
Number 9.
Okay. I've got She Bites.
Oh, hey, I cannot fault you for that at all. I can't. That is a terrific read.
It was
so
good.
Explain to me what you didn't read issue 1, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay, so explain to me about issue 2. Why you loved issue 2 so much?
Well, like you said in the other video, it's vulgar.
Yeah.
It's funny. I relate a lot to the older girl.
Okay.
I don't remember her name, but yeah, she's just a college student, struggling through life. I feel that. And I love the little girl too, the vampire, she's very spunky, trying to, give her some courage, give her some,
Yeah,
just kind of, be an adult. I love it. It's really great. And I definitely want to read the first one, and I can't wait for more. And I really love indie comics too. I love the art in this as well. It's really, really well done.
What's funny is that I think the viewers may probably correct me on this, but I'm fairly certain when we reviewed issue number 1, it was Kim and I talking about this when Kim filled in for Kyle one time.
Okay.
And I'm fairly certain Kim liked it too.
Yeah.
But that was back in July, which was how long ago that was. But this was a terrific read. Yeah.
Love it. Highly, highly recommend this.
Batman Superman World's Finest number 9. I fucking love this issue. The art, the dialogue, the drama, the infighting, the teen angst, the big reveals, Joker's plans, what's done to Gotham City. It is just fun. I can never recommend this series enough. Everything. Everyone needs to be reading this. If you had read the first 8 issues, I guarantee you would be on board with this.
Yeah.
Because Mark Waid is writing this. He gets these characters. He gets their voices.
Okay.
There are so many great moments in this. Like the art by Dan Mora is beautiful. One thing I did love about this, one of the many moments was with the Teen Titans. what's his I think Aqualad and Robin are like, ooh, someone's busted.
Yeah.
It's like, that's great. That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's what would be done. But yeah, you really, what's great about this with the kid sidekick, the new one, you really see how he's trying to learn from everyone and how much of a difficult time it is to team up with Superman. Like how you learn from Superman, you pretty much cannot make mistakes.
Yeah. And I think too, they do a really good job. Those are the characters that I know. And they know the characters. They're classic. And just beautiful art in that.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan Mora. There we go, guys.
That is it.
That's the top 10 of the week. What do you think? Are we 100% correct? Is Kayla 99% incorrect? Please let us know in the comments.
100% correct.
You want to see Kayla come back and do the top 10 Skibbits again? Maybe
I love it.
Maybe we can get a threesome with Kyle in here too, and then someone else. Yeah, that'd be fun. Add another element in here. It'd be pretty fun. We'll see what the viewers think.
Yeah, let me know.
You're on Whatnot, right?
Yes, Whatnot. Come check me out. I'm there every night, almost every single day.
So it is currently 6 p.m. right now. You'll be going live at 10 p.m., right?
Yes, I will. 10 p.m. We're doing mystery boxes tonight.
Ooh, there we go, guys. So that's it for this week from Comics Elite. Top 10 Skibbits and everything. Please remember to buy what you like, collect what you want, don't listen to the haters, and we'll see you guys again next time.
Bye.
Bye.